I would like to remind everyone that this show is brought to you by the Dolphin Wars.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to King Dolphin Television. This is episode 168. I am Raymond, the author of the Dolphin Wars book series and ruler of the best pod here on YouTube. And I definitely mean it. You guys are the greatest. Well, tonight, you know who he is and what he does. So let's hit it. We got the one, the only, Fet for Hire.
Hello, everybody. How are we doing tonight?
All right. Before we get going, as always, if you like what we're doing here at the pod, if you love our interviews and the fun we're having here, please like and subscribe. Also, if you know anyone I should interview, please send me their names, email addresses, or carrier pigeon flight paths so I can reach out to them. I need to start scheduling for August and September. I got a lot of blank spots there. So, and that's been part of my fault because of everything that's been going on. So, I got to get back to getting everybody scheduled. So, all right. So, before we, I think Snort says it all. We know what Fett does. We're brave enough to show anyway. Snort, you're all right. Okay, let us welcome who we've got so far here. We've got the amazing Sandra, my producer, my rock, the one who's been with me through thick and thin. And love you, baby.
Hail Queen Dolphin.
Hail Queen Dolphin, yes. We have Wendy, Trauma Warrior, who has popped on by here. Hi, Wendy.
Hail, Wendy.
We got Faz, John Randall.
Brother John.
We've got Legatus Legionai, the first one, the last out.
The denier of all.
The denier of all, yes. Instigator of many and denier of all. We've got Tim the Enchanter.
Hail,
hello,
Tim.
Hail, Tim. And we have, of course, we cannot forget our favorite bear. Cue Jaws music.
Snortopoopolis.
Snortopoopas! Cuber. .com. And in the chat we've got Dalek451. Hello, Dalek. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Glad to see you here. And also we have Illegally Blonde.
Hail.
Hello there. It's not often you come by. And so let us get Snort said, let's see. John says, hail, Sniffles, and Mini Snort. Yep, they're here. And
I think you're muted, Raymond.
Whoops. That's why I need a producer. Dalek, I'm fine.
You're muted.
No, I'm not. Now.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah. Not any less. Yeah, I'm okay, Dalek. And then we got Hail Sniffles and Mini Snort. And Snort says the Bears are taking over. Indeed. So, okay. Let's Ruh-roh, Boomer Dolphin. All right, so let's get going. How you been, Fett?
Let me just say that, like I was telling you backstage, the water company has decided to tear up my street for the last 2 days, which caused Fett not to sleep for the last 2 days.
Ouch.
So this should be interesting.
Now, you work night shifts, right?
I work night shift and I sleep during the day, or at least
Oh, God. Yeah, I would be very salty too.
Well, I'm taking it pretty good. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
No, I'm actually not grumpy, Snort. Believe it or not. Not yet.
Sleepless Fett is grumpy Fett. Yes. So you got any new memes out there, or do we just want to go into some music?
Nothing really to speak of meme-wise. I got some new Doomcock stuff and all, but nothing really worth showing. I thought maybe we just hang out. Everybody's seen my memes. They're getting old.
Mm-hmm.
Like me.
and me. But it's always fun when we're doing just cause and you're quiet and we're all going. And I know I'm not the only one. It's we're all wondering what's gonna come out of the mind of the evil genius on just cause.
It's never good, is it?
No, but it's funny as all hell. That's funny as all hell. John says, Grumpy Cat meets Grumpy Fett. It's a concept. And this is me too, Snortopoopus. Fortunately, I have mad bear skills and can sleep on demand. It wasn't always that way when I was working graveyard shifts. Yeah, that was me too. Nowadays, it's like I can, as Sandra says, I could sleep on a drop of a hat, any hat.
I've always been like, I either sleep way too much or don't sleep at all.
Mm.
And I usually don't sleep at all for a while, and then it just catches up to me.
Oof, yeah.
Yeah. And I often find that it's funny, like the last 2 days now, like I said, I didn't sleep and I'm like wide awake. I'm actually it's like I'm drunk. You know what I mean? I got that adrenaline running and I'm like shaking. But now tomorrow or the next day, I'll probably just crash.
Oh, that's good. I worked nights. Sandra worked nights for 16 years. It's still hard for me to sleep at nights and after 6 years on days.
Yeah, I've pretty much been night shift for, like almost 30 years. There were 2 years where the one job I started, we were second shift, and that lasted for 2 years, and then they eliminated second shift and made it night shift. So I've been night shift almost my entire adult life.
Yeah.
And I love when people, they expect you, they think you're like a light switch, on the weekends and stuff, well, just be up during the day. When I was younger, I just used to stay up all the time, but it's pretty hard nowadays to do that,
Yeah. Well, I had some horrible schedules when I was working 12-hour shifts. It would be, when I was early on in the Air Force, I would work swing shifts and then mid shifts, and then when I moved to Italy, we were on 12-hour shifts, so it would be, I never worked days for a while. It was when we were able to do 4-day shifts. I would work night shift, and I'd have the 4 days off. But then when we started losing people and not getting them back in time, I'd be working 2 days, 2 nights, 2 off. I'm like, oh man. That's a suck schedule. That isn't.
Well, we have always worked long hours at my job. And
Mm-hmm.
back when, the virus hit,
Mm-hmm.
we were working 16-hour days, 5 days a week.
Uh-huh.
And so now the last 2 years, I've actually gotten kind of a break, which is nice, but now I'm poor. So, so I can't win.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Snorter Pooper says, yeah, oops, just dropped my hat. And of course, now Pudgy is here. Hail, Pudgy. And
Pudgy.
he is asking the hard-hitting question. What's your favorite cookie?
Cookie? Okay. I hate to be like everyone else, but I'm probably going to have to go with just a regular chocolate chip. Prefer them soft.
Mm.
Yeah, it's regular chocolate chip.
Sandra put out there that she made a bunch of cupcakes that I took into to a retirement party yesterday, and of course there were a lot of other sweets, so people didn't eat them there. But so they took, I left them there, dummy. And next thing you know, I'm looking for cupcakes today, and they're all gone. So they did not last long. They did not last the night.
Yeah, I have a sweet tooth myself, and I know I've said it many times, but my vice is cheesecake.
Oh,
if you left me in a room with a bunch of cheesecakes, I wouldn't fit through the door when I came out.
Actually, I did find we got cheesecake to go from Olive Garden about a few weeks back, and surprisingly, and I love cheesecake. Carrot cake and cheesecake are my two, and donuts, but maple donuts. So I tried this cheesecake, and it was very underwhelming. Yeah, it wasn't the most tasty cheesecake. Oh, hello, Grace Saley. How you doing?
Hey, Grace Saley. Nice to see you.
Good seeing you, Grace Saley. She's saying, a new place opened here called Everything Cheesecake. Ooh, I'm numb.
Me like.
Yeah. Yes. What's this? Snort says, it's hard to beat chocolate chip, but double stuffed mega chocolate Oreo with walrus blubber in a contender. And of course, cherry cheesecake. Yeah.
Yeah, cherry. I agree.
Yeah. Yes.
Do we get an echo all of a sudden?
No.
I experimented, blueberry, this and that. No, it has to be cherry. I even went through a phase where I was like, well, I specifically like the cheese in the cheesecake, so maybe no topping it up now. It has to have cherries on it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But yeah, maybe it was just because all they had was a strawberry topping, but yeah. Sandra says, I haven't made cheesecake in a while. People used to really like my homemade cheesecake. Oh yeah, I haven't had one of those. Sandra, we need the cherry cheesecake. Everything cheesecake. That is so true, Sandra. I have never met a snack I didn't like. Let's see. Dalek
says key lime pie. Yeah, that's good too. I like key lime pie.
Yeah. Not Fets. You remember that picture of the? Yeah.
Oh, okay. John, what are you talking about, John?
John Rendell's. Yeah, his idea of key lime pie.
Not John's key lime pie.
Right, not John's. No. John Rendell. Everything cheesecake. Everything cheesecake. John runs out the car promising to pick up Fett on the way to West Virginia.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Oh, Snort wants in on the act too. Well, that's going to be some long. That's going to be some round robin.
John, get Snort first. Get me on the way back.
Oh, Jack Lumen is here. Hail, Jack Lumen.
Hail, Jack Lumen.
He says, cast my vote for Keelan. Cool. Sounds like the road trip is starting to build up for the. Yes, Grace Sally, that yes, we can do that. We can do that. There'll be Team Dolphin will be doing the field trip because my editor is going to join us at the table. So, you'll get. So I'll have the editor, I'll have the formatter, I'll have my producer. Man, definitely a field trip at the cheese place.
Did you see us driving in that truck, that picture I sent you on Twitter?
I gotta, yes. I gotta show that. That's got to be shown. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Does Fett remove his helmet to eat? Of course, I'm Boba Fett. I take my helmet off all the time.
All right, let's see here.
Okay. Of course, the way I inhale cheesecake, so I don't even have to take the helmet off for that. I just suck it right in from below.
Yep. All right. Fett found the Dolphin Mobile.
We all pile in the back.
Yes, we're going in the back and driving to the cheesecake place. That was cool. That was cool.
I thought of the pot as soon as I saw it.
Great. Let's see.
Yes, I will ride it like a bantha. I will sit on top of the fin.
Yeah. John says, Dolphin Mobile. Yay. I could see that road. Hey, it would fit in quite nicely in the roads of West Virginia. Let's see. Tim the Enchant.
It'd fit in nice on the roads here in PA, too. It's already all smashed up, it looks like.
True. That's so true. There's a specialty cheesecake shop in Winnipeg called Double D's Cheesecake. Double D.
Double D's.
Double D.
My mind went elsewhere.
Yours wasn't the only one. John Rendell says Podfest 2023 at Cheesecake Place.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes, we need to do a Podfest. We got to make a Podfest happen.
But it has to be a cheesecake place that has eclairs as well.
Oh, yes, that's true. Eclairs, handy. Yeah. Yes, definitely.
Or at least that we could BYOE, bring our own eclairs.
Exactly. Yes. Double D's, big bouncy circle cheesecake.
Nice.
Yes, nice.
John has a bad influence on this pod.
Yes, he is.
Just saying.
Legatus asks, since you work such long shifts being sleep deprived, have you ever had a chance to get the old band together and just play the old tunes?
I have not. It's been a long time. As a matter of fact, I was just telling Raymond in the backstage there that I haven't even gotten to practice guitar recently. I've been so busy doing everything. Like I was, I'm trying to get Raymond's book cover done, but I just been getting bombarded by everybody in the last week or so. So I haven't even had time to practice for today. So if I do play some guitar later, I just want to put this out there right now. I'm probably going to suck. But I used to be good, I swear. At one time I was good.
Oh, I believe it. I've heard you play. And you don't suck. You don't suck.
Well, thank you. I try not to.
Speaking of music stuff, this upcoming just cause I'm going to do an unboxing, actually an uncasing because it's already out of the box and in a case, of my latest acquisition. And I think you guys are going to like it.
John Rendell, be scared.
Yes, be very scared.
Retail therapy.
Yes, Sandra calls it retail therapy. In fact, I'm going to put hashtag retail therapy. John says you sounded great the other day on those quick videos.
Oh, thank you, John. You're wrong, but thank you. That was just a test. I was trying to figure out how to get, because the last time I was on King Dolphin and I played guitar, it was fading out. So I was trying to eliminate that issue. I think we got it solved today, but
yeah, so it's gonna sound great. And actually,
so
Jacqueline
between the lack of sleep and the new setup that I have going, go ahead. I was just going to say that between the lack of sleep and the new setup that I have. Oh.
Okay.
Go ahead, Raymond.
Okay.
It's the ghost of show notes already.
I know. Or is it mere Pudgy up to something? But you know how artists we can be. We are all highly critical of our own work. We all very much want not to suck.
True that.
Okay. But now go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that between the lack of sleep, the lack of practice, the new setup that I have, because this is even different than what I'm doing on Just Cause the last couple of weeks. I have a new mic and new headphones, and then with the guitar and everything, I'm going to have to change settings. So the likelihood of screwing this up is going to be high. So let this not reflect negatively on King Dolphin TV. This is all me.
Oh, okay.
For once, it's not Raymond.
So true. Talking about old tunes, were those dances in your famous vid the band's girlfriends, current wives? Is that the story?
No. What that was, he's talking about, I have some old videos on my channel, one of which I'm probably going to have Raymond play today. When I first kind of thought about doing YouTube, what I did was I took just some old songs of my bands and stuff and made like lyric videos with them just to try to teach myself how to edit videos and stuff like that. So it's just like all stock footage. And the particular video that Legatus is in love with, I don't think we can play that one on here. That's not PG for the cell. Sorry, Legatus.
All right. So, in fact, what the? Oh no! Mirror Pudgy says hi. See, I could read that. See, Mirror
it was Pudgy. Mirror Pudgy is backwards like Fett.
Yeah. See, I figured that was mere Pudgy causing mischief. Jack Loomis.
I want to know how Mirror Pudgy gets so much time off of work. I need on that plan.
Yeah, me too. And of course, subscribe to Fett for Hire.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're hanging around 700. Right?
Yeah, I'm like stuck. I don't know what's going on recently. I swear YouTube doesn't like me because, honest to God, every time I upload a video, I lose like 1 to 5 subscribers. Now, I will gain them back over maybe 2 weeks, but I don't get a notification that I got new subscribers. It just seems like the old ones vanish and then come back. And like, so I can't get ahead. Like just, I think yesterday I got a new subscriber. Now today they're gone. I got to like take 20 steps backwards to go one step forward. And it's really starting to frustrate me. I'm sorry. I know I'm probably never going to get monetized by YouTube, but especially like the commentary type videos that I was doing, I really only have like a day and a half off every week. So that takes most of my time to do those, because believe it or not, that's a lot of work. Just for if it's a 5, 6, 7 minute video, that's a lot of work. It's a lot of downloading, a lot of editing and stuff like that. And if I'm going to spend my day and a half off doing that only to lose subscribers, I don't see the point. Now, last weekend, I kind of laid low. All I did was, did some audio tests for today. And, it's like I gained a subscriber. So I almost feel like by not doing anything, I'm better off. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I've been on 260 forever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
now, like I said, I started a Rumble just because of, like I mentioned a couple of months ago, YouTube killed off one of my channels. I had 3 channels at one time. The second one, I totally forgot I even had, because like I said, that was Doomcock always said that long live streams kill the algorithm. And on my main channel, I'm kind of known for the shorter videos. So I always figured I'll create the second channel. In the event that I ever start live streaming, I'll put the live stream on that channel. Now, so the Fett channel, I always use. I have another channel that I just basically, it's not anything serious. I just transferred all my music over to it because I had everything on the Fett for Hire channel just set to private. But between all my Fett stuff and then all the music that I had, playlists and all, I couldn't find anything. So I created the third channel to put my music on and maybe playlists and maybe upload a video that was copyrighted. I'm never going to make any money on it. So I kind of did something with that channel, but they turned around and killed off the second channel, saying that I violated their terms of service and stuff with my content when I had no content on it. I appealed it 3 times. They never once got back to me. I don't really need the channel, so it's not such a big deal. But that's why I created a Rumble and I mirrored everything over there. So if the event ever comes that I lose my YouTube channel, I'm on Rumble. And the funny thing is I get a new subscriber or follower, I think they're called in Rumble, almost every day. I just got a notification right now that somebody followed me over there. So I don't know. They're a little friendlier over there, it seems. And from what I understand, they're a little more loose on copyright things and stuff like that. So I'm hoping to eventually do some stuff that I won't be able to get away with here on YouTube over there.
Okay.
Now, I don't know. And Legatus, I think I could probably even show the Take a Sleazy video over there and get away with it.
He says, with stock vids and images, you must have a lot of file folders at the ready. How many do you have, or is that all found using search engines?
Usually I just search. If you're talking like memes, that's almost always, if I'm, especially when I'm on, well, I shouldn't be saying this because I'm never up to any no good when I'm on King Dolphin TV. But those are usually spur of the moment, and I usually just Google something. The videos, like when I'm doing like the commentary videos and stuff, it depends. Sometimes I'll steal something off of YouTube or Google that and just a little clip, because I only usually use little clips. But that's usually where I get that stuff. I do have a lot of files on my computer though, but believe it or not, I know that's surprising with all the pictures I've made over the last few years. But yeah. But yes, I got a lot of junk. That's one of the reasons why I go through it. Okay, I professed my hatred for Facebook many times, and I will always do it. But it is a necessary evil. Unfortunately, it's easier for me, especially when I'm on a live stream like this. If I want to upload something really quick, I can make an album, stay on that album. Like I have one for King Dolphin TV just called Shenanigans, where I'll just throw it in there real quick and bring it up. So that's why you're going to see, as much as I hate Facebook, you usually see when I share a picture, it's usually on Facebook, because it's just the easiest way of doing it. Because it's a funny thing. I was using a site called Imgur. Okay. Yeah. Another thing where they recently, I only created Imgur because Doomcock had said to me before, it'd be nice if there was a place where he could get a hold of everything, the still pictures, the GIFs, all of that stuff. And just get it, download it when he wants to use it. So I created this Imgur account, and I was putting everything over there. They just recently, like 2 weeks ago, I forget what they call it. They basically locked my account. Everything's hidden, so only I can
Oh,
see
yeah.
it. It's not public anymore. Now, all I had on there were the Doomcock pictures that you see, that are on YouTube, that are on Twitter, that are
Right.
on Facebook. That's it. That's all it was.
Mhm.
That was on. There is literally porn allowed on Imgur. So why my stuff is hidden, I have no idea. Again, they haven't bothered to get back to me, so I just terminated that. So I just put everything now exclusively on Twitter. It's on Facebook. So
Okay. Let's see. See, it might be start. See, it might be Mirror Pudgy's shenanigans, Fat.
I bet it is. I blame
Yes.
everything on Mirror Pudgy.
Yeah, way to do it. Mirror Pudgy with Southern accent. Pudgy talking with a drawl. Pudgy asked Mirror Pudgy. He tell Pudgy about something called Bitcoin. Pudgy falls asleep every time he tried to explain. But then Jack Lumen says, to be fair, explaining Bitcoin sometimes is nap-inducing material. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Let's see.
Yeah, I have a small attention span. You'll find things don't really. Well, I mean, I've always been that way. I think I have ADHD and just was never diagnosed or anything. But
yeah, Snort says people follow me all the time when I post things. Today it was 3 detectives, 1 FBI agent, and a sketchy looking psychologist.
and I bet there was also somebody following him with a pooper scooper.
Yep. Follow indefinitely. Borrow. We do not subscribe to the high seas.
Whoa.
Let's see. For real, one of my cousins is an FBI agent. Weird true fact I wish I was making up. Ooh. Ah, yes, Imgur. Yeah, porn is very much on Imgur. Again, automated moderation and stuff like that sucks. Censorship sucks.
Yeah, isn't that funny how Fett is too much for Imgur?
Yeah.
Too hot for TV.
Yes, too hot for TV.
The problem is they probably have something that detects, the word COCK, and I've probably exceeded their limit, because I often think about, I make so many Doomcock pictures, right? And sometimes I'll just use a font or something to put on the picture, and I have typed COCK so much into my computer that I'm surprised I haven't had the FBI here to find out what's going on.
Well, make sure you got Snort there as your doorkeeper.
My guard bear.
Yeah, guard bear. What's this about?
Oh, when they come for me, I'm probably going to need them all. Snort, Sniffle, and
Mini Snort.
Mini Snort.
Yep, definitely. The whole bear. The whole bear mafia.
The whole shebang.
Yep.
Whole shebear.
Yep, the whole shebear. KK Lucasfilm latest movie announcement. Indiana Jones spinoff. Phoebe Waller-Bridge as Helena Shaw and the case of constipation. It has not come out yet.
Oh, that was actually a pretty cool meme that I did recently. Did anyone see the Indiana Jones one I did? Weekend at Indies? Baron Norman Tag hit me up a while ago, and I forgot about it. And hold on, I'm trying to find it here.
Okay.
Didn't want to load. Give me 1 second. Computer is lagging here. I got too many things open. That's what it is.
Yeah. I made sure I've got most of my stuff.
Hold on. It's like it's coming up, but every time I click, click present, takes a second. Click window, takes a second. Okay, I'm clicking on the window. Okay, now I'm clicking share. Now it's Is it up?
Yeah. Ah.
There we go. Okay, there we go. Begin at Indies.
Awesome.
Thought you might get a kick out of that one.
Yeah. That's a good one. Okay, let's see. What Imgur needs in order to evolve is a human quality, our capacity to leap beyond logic. Yeah. Oh, Jack Lumen. I can't decide what is worse, constipation or dates with Diana Aurelia Rea, better known as diarrhea. Oh, the pain.
Do we have Jack? Do we have Jack Lumen at the kitty table?
No.
I'm gonna have to rectify that.
Yes, we need to rectify that. Snorter Pooper says he prefers emotional support bear. Yes,
I could use some emotional support.
Yes.
I'll be honest.
Yeah. As can we all. Let's see. Grace Haley said, I saw it. Let's see. We have too much of both in contemporary entertainment. Yep. Indeed. So, I'm still too big for the kitty table chairs. Well, that will
if Snort can fit,
yeah, if Snort can fit,
we can accommodate you.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, and who else were we going to add to the kitty table? I got to remember. So.
Yeah, you'll have to shoot me a list. I think falling behind. I'm falling behind on the kitty table.
Yeah. Yep. I think the last one we added was Grace Haley to the to Wendy's side of the table.
Margaritaville,
yes. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put on this video that you provided. This is on YouTube, but it is his song. So YouTube, so there's no copyright issue on this one. So, want to tell us a bit about it first?
Yeah, it's an old song. Like I said, it was just when I first started teaching myself how to edit videos and things like that. It's stock footage that I put together and put one of my band's old songs. It's a ballad, so I figured maybe some of the ladies out there would like a little more, because if I play, then it'll probably be a little on the heavier side. So this way, we'll get the softer side of Fett out there, I guess, first.
Okay. Yeah, let's start with the compassionate Fett.
Yes.
So this is goodbye. You say you have to leave now, and the tears in my eyes won't change the way you feel now. Don't hide it. Well, you can't fight it. I've tried it all before, and now my heart is broken too, and my sky's no longer blue, and these words I sing so true.
what?
heart is
I don't know who sings that. That's a nice voice. That's that. That's a great voice.
no longer blue. And these words I sing so true. I still love you. I still love you. I still love you. I still love you. Give me a little bit of love. See you at my door. It's nice to see your smile now. Didn't think I'd see it no more. Well, it sure has been a while now. It must have hit you how much I missed you. Can I kiss you one more time? And now my heart is broke in two. And my sky's no longer blue. And these words I sing so true. I still love you. I still love you. I still love you. I still love you.
All right.
That was awesome. That was awesome. And I apologize for the background noise, but I didn't mute it because I wanted to make sure that the music was still going to go on. So that was my bad. But that was good. Was that you singing, Fett?
That was not me singing. I was on guitar. The singer's name was Steve Kurtz. We called him Kurtzy. Cool dude.
Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. That's a nice song. That's a good song.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's this? All right. Okay, and Snorter Pooper says, if you love something, if you love something, let it go. If it doesn't come back, hunt it down and kill it. Yep. And yeah, he did have a good voice. So, yes, it was a great song. No, you hunt it down and give it lots of smoochies. It's the story we're sticking with. All right. Okay, do we want to hear some live Fett?
Okay, I'm gonna change my settings here and hop over in the other chair. Give me a second.
Okay.
Okay, can you still hear me over here?
Yep, gotcha.
Okay, cool. All right. Let's see. All right, I'll try playing some things again, I guess, and just maybe a couple seconds of some things so you don't get any copyrights.
Okay.
But I I'll just do a little rip in here.
All right.
Everyone hear that okay?
I did. That was awesome.
Little bark at the moon action.
Yeah.
All right. A little shred action. John says,
Peace.
mind blown. Thank you, brother.
He says, Deef says, hello, Deef, by the way.
Hail, Deef.
Sounds like Doomslayer music.
Headphone cord kind of got in the way a little bit, but there was a little bit of Slayer.
Yeah, I was doing some drum accompaniment while I was in mute, so I didn't get the missus to yell at me. Let's see.
How are we doing on the echo? We okay?
Yeah, good.
Sweet.
Yes. John says, mind blown.
Thank you, brother man.
Yes.
There you go, John. A little more balls to the wall.
Nice. Jack Lumen says, finger tapping goodness.
One more finger tapping. Hail, Linrod.
Lenrod. He says, can't chat at work, just listening. Hey,
Cool.
that's what we need.
Just in time for the axe.
Yes. We have got to get the, or as you said on a tweeter, we got to get the King Dolphin TV band together.
The band back together. That's
Yes,
for sure.
the
I gotta be honest, man. I've been in like a hair metal mood today. Any
Yeah.
any Rat fans out there? See if I remember to lay it down. Little lay it down action.
Yeah.
It's probably-
Grace Haley says, Fett, I thought you said you were gonna suck. Lies.
Oh, I'm sucking. There's all kind of dead notes and all. I got like headphone. I need like a wireless setup or something. I got headphone dangling in front of my strings and stuff. So, oh, I'm sucking. Believe me.
John says, rat.
Rat. A little more rat. A little more rat, John. See if you know that one. You know the name of that one?
He says, sucking, not even a little bit. And Jack Lewin says, lies, you tell me, lies, I tell you, all lies. But yeah, artists can be their own harshest critics.
Oh, and I am too. That's just like when I make a picture, you know, I hate it. I could spend, you know, all day making a picture, and I still hate it. I see every flaw, everything that's wrong with it, and I hate it.
Yes, Carla, that is Fett playing.
That is me, Carla.
Yeah, Grace Haley. I mean, look at us. You and me are our own harshest critics as well.
Oh, thank you, Carla. Like I was saying, I have not had time to practice. I meant to practice yesterday. If you weren't there in the beginning, the water company is tearing up the street in front of my house. I've hardly slept for 2 days. And yes, I'm making a lot of excuses, but I have not had time to practice. You know,
You're fine. You're fine.
Oh, thank you.
You're fine. Great art is never finished, just abandoned. Da Vinci. And Legata says, yay, Fett slays with his memes and guitars.
I try.
Yes. Oh, boy. So what guitar setup are you using? I know you got a ton of them. You've got a ton of guitars.
Actually, I do. Okay. I'm not trying to brag, but I have 30 guitars.
Holy crap.
Now, most of the collection consists of Ibanez. I'm an Ibanez guy. I'm not shamed at all. You know, a lot of people think Gibson. I'm an Ibanez guy. I've always been. I've been playing Ibanez. Can you still hear me? Because I'm kind of sitting across the room.
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Okay. I've been playing Ibanez. I got my first Ibanez in 91. And it was a funny thing because, well, it wasn't funny. It was sad, actually. My uncle had passed away, and he left me a little bit of money. And he was a musician. He played guitar, he played accordion, he played the harmonica. I mean, I forget what all he played. He played everything. And when he passed, he left me a little bit of money. And I knew I was going to waste the money. I was a young kid. But I thought, well, what would he want me to buy? And I thought it was a good instrument. And at the time, I'd always wanted either a Jackson or a Charvel. Everybody knows I love Megadeth, love Dave Mustaine. I wanted a Jackson or a Charvel. So I went to my local music store to buy one, and they just happened to become an Ibanez dealer at the time. And I took my friend along with me. I was like, I want my friend to share in my triumph here when I buy my first great guitar. And he talked me into trying an Ibanez. And I played the Ibanez, and I loved it at the store. It was funny. I loved it at the store, and I ordered it. And after a week or two, when it came in, and I brought it home, I hated it. But I paid so much money for this guitar, I was determined to love it. And I played it, and I played it, and I played it. Here what had happened was before I was as an Ibanez guy, I played Fender. And Fender necks are fat and round. They feel like a baseball bat. And an Ibanez neck is wide and flat. Completely different animal. They're more for shredding and things like, kind of like what I play. And so it was a whole new learning curve for me, learning to love this Ibanez. But once I learned to love it, like now I can't stand, when I break out my Stratocaster, I can't stand the neck. The strings are so close together, the frets are so small, I can't stand it. That's the thing. The same reason that most people hate Ibanez is why I love it, because of the neck. When you first play an Ibanez, they feel funny. But once you go to Ibanez, you can't go back. So that's why I have so many Ibanez guitars in my collection. But sorry to get long-winded, but I'm passionate about. I'm as passionate about. Yeah, I'm as passionate about my guitars as I am, memes and all of that stuff. So, but
John Rendell says, Fender D-necks.
yeah, that's the profile. That's basically what a Fender neck looks like. Fat and round like that D right there.
So you're primarily playing Ibanez's.
Yep. I actually today I'm actually playing a different one. That's why the funny thing is every guitar, like a pinch harmonic is when you squeal. Like, let's see if I can do it. Like that. And every guitar has a different sweet spot. So I've been playing my Ibanez Gem for so long that the strings were worn out today, and it sounded like, I almost cursed. They sounded like crap. So, and I was too lazy to change them. So I broke out a different guitar. I'm playing my RG 550 today, and I haven't played it in a long time. So I'm usually pretty good at pinch harmonics and squealing, but I'm still having trouble finding the sweet spot, like Zach Wild. So, if I was still playing, I'm so used to my Ibanez Gem 7, I could squeal on that, no problem. This one, I'm still trying to find the sweet spots on it, so still sucking.
Carla asks how many guitars you have. You just answered, but go ahead. She probably didn't catch it.
I have 30. I stopped at a nice round number. Technically, there are more guitars than that in this house because my son has 3 basses. And I even bought my daughter a little Ibanez Micro. So there are actually like 34 guitars in this house.
Wow.
But yeah. Now basses, I have one bass. I only have one bass, and I bought it. Man, I bought that when I was a teenager because back when I was a youngin' in bands, it always seemed like we couldn't find a steady bass player. There was always somebody who wasn't quite good enough at guitar that said, "Well, I'll play the bass," but they never had one. So I bought one. And, they used it, and I used it to write some songs and stuff on. But, I mean, I can play bass.
Okay.
But I'm not really great at it, but.
And Carla said, who knew Fet for Hire wasn't just a pretty face?
More like a scary face.
In a helmet.
That's why I wear a helmet, so you can't see my face. I'm too scary.
Lenrod says, at least Fet's internet works.
So far. But like Lenrod, if you want to hear at the beginning, the water company is tearing up the street in front of my house, man. I haven't slept in 2 days. Like they were filling in the holes that they were digging right up until like 5:15. They were compacting it. Like my whole house was vibrating and shaking. I'm surprised anything's working right now. So I hope we don't jinx it.
Yeah. Hey, at least I'm not mobile, so we're not King Dolphin mobile. We're at the pod, so Lenrod says I have no idea how. I've got a bit of an echo.
All right, should I put the cancellation back on or?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Hold on. Yeah, squealing is typical. The pinch harmonics are typically pretty easy for me, but like I said, like a Nickelhead, I broke out a guitar I haven't played in a long time for today, and I don't know where all the sweet spots are on it right now.
Okay.
It's a great guitar though. RG 550.
Let's see. Legata says, how often does Papa Fett jam with son Fett and daughter Fett?
Well, not very often anymore. Rarely have the time. Because like I said, I'm usually sleeping while they're up, and they're kind of more into video games nowadays, sadly.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And again, I don't even get to play like I used to either. Beside, when I'm usually up when people are sleeping, so that's a problem. And then I have problems with my hands now, which I kind of went over before, but to this day, my hands go numb. Now I'm having a good day today, thank God. I thought for sure my hands would be numb, but no, I'm pretty good today. So kind of jamming
Yeah,
art.
yeah, you're going. Yeah, you're doing good. Uh, let's see. Carla asks, "Do you have any acoustics?"
I do. I have one, two, three. I have a.
Oh,
I have two. I don't play them very often. They're upstairs. I have two 6 strings and one 12 string. Rarely play the 12 string. Uh, I love the sound of a 12 string, but I don't know. My fingers are so big when it comes. I don't know. It's just hard to play. I'll break it out every now and then, but yeah, yeah, two 6 strings and a 12 string. I'm not. I'm more of a. I'm a metal guy. You know. I don't play acoustic much. Now I do have one. I have one that stands by my bed. Every now and then I'll pick it up just to noodle around on. But
hmm, cool. Let's see. All right. Any? So you were in one band, right? If I remember right, or did you have? Were you members? Were you a member of another band?
of course, I've been in multiple bands in my lifetime, but there was usually one member who kind of stuck with me through it all. So it's sort of the same band, but it went through lots of different lineup changes and everything. But we only ever recorded the one album.
Yeah, when I started playing drums and started thinking I was good at it, I said, I want to get maybe I want to get a band going, and I came up with the perfect name, WBQ, weddings, bar mitzvahs, and quinceañeras.
Nice. You want to hear something funny?
Hmm.
One of the versions of the band that basically became Roulette. We went through different lineup changes and different names and different things. We originally started out as a thrash metal band. Forget what our name was then. But we went through so many names and this was back in high school. We went through so many names that ended up being taken because, we thought we invented them all. But
Yeah.
we ended up, for the longest time, we were called AOM, which stood for Absence of Mentality. And I had this one teacher who thought I was the biggest idiot on this planet. And when he found out that because I got around, I was kind of known as being a decent guitar player in school. And when he found out that my band's name was Absence of Mentality, oh my God, I hated going to that class every day that year.
Oh, he gave you grief?
Yeah. I mean, we only picked that name because we figured, well, that's not going to be taken. We were never meant it to be a lasting name. It was just, well, screw it. I'm tired of changing names every day. Because, at one time I was, we were printing up T-shirts and everything like that. So it got the expensive, you know what I mean? So we just picked a stupid name till we found something good. But it turned out to be that Roulette was taken too. Because that was my band's. That was at the final layer when we recorded and all that. We were called Roulette. And, we did it the metal way, though. I think there was a band who spelled it the right way. We spelled it just RULETTE. Which I don't know why, because none of us were ever even to Las Vegas. I just think we thought it sounded cool.
Yeah. Carla asked, "Do your guitars hang from the wall, like mounted?"
No. That's one thing. I keep them in a case. I buy a case for every guitar I bought. Simply because, going back to my bass that I bought because we never had a legitimate bass player, the one time the guy asked to borrow my bass for like a week or two, he ended up having it for a year. And I'm surprised I got it back at all, because the day he came up to my house to get it, it was in just the box that it shipped in. And I told him, be careful when you're carrying it because it falls out the bottom. He makes it right out my front door, falls right out the bottom of the box onto the concrete step. To this day, the strap button is all smashed on it. But
oh no!
Yeah, so I always, especially with my Ibanez, because I have some pretty limited edition Ibanez guitars. I do not buy a guitar and not buy a case anymore. I've even since bought a case for that bass.
Ah,
As trashed as that is sits in a case right now too.
okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I learned a long time ago by case.
Oh wow, John just sent me his collection. Want me to put it up?
Sure, yeah,
Okay, let me
love
get
to see
this.
it.
Yeah, let me get this. Um, ah, while I'm doing that, Lenrod Snorter says, "How do Jewish boy bears celebrate their reaching puberty? Bear mitzvahs." Oh,
Kitty table. That's helmet kitty table pick.
that's a helmet kitty table. Legatus asks, "How about any ukuleles?"
Not in this house. Not in this lifetime. No. I mean,
Uh,
I would probably.
Ukulele.
I always wanted a banjo. I honestly always wanted a banjo, but
Uh-huh.
every time I got like motivated to get one and I found out how much they were that I could buy a nice guitar, I just bought another guitar. Is what happened. So
Yeah. Let's see. Uh, Cobalt says, "Good news. Friendship Town is enjoying the show. Good. Bad news. Pudgy hooked up garage door springs and a hair trigger to the catapult. Oh my goodness. Ooh.
bunnies
Am I
flying
gonna
everywhere.
am I gonna see a bunny flying by us right now?
I think I
Holy.
just saw one all the way here over in the middle of the state.
Yeah. Holy flying webbits.
It's raining
Okay.
butters. Raining bunnies
Yes.
over here. Where's
Yeah,
Bunny
raining-
Mom when we need Bunny Mom?
Yes. Okay, let me get his let me get the collection. This is Fez's collection.
Nice. Oh, John has a lot of acoustics.
Yeah,
There you go, Carla.
yeah, nice.
What's that one? Is that an Epiphone there? Or the second Les Paul over, John, on the right there. Looks like an Epiphone headstock. I see John has a Strat too.
Yeah.
Now people would laugh at me because they don't consider my Stratocaster a real Stratocaster. I think it's an 1987 heavy metal Stratocaster. It has a humbucker in it. Because I don't know. I have a lot of my Ibanez guitars have a single coil in the middle, but I'm not a giant fan of single coil pickups. So my Stratocaster has a humbucker in the bridge.
Okay.
I think it's DiMarzio, if I remember right.
Okay, my question, and I'm a guitar neophyte. What is the bar do? The hanging bar?
The whammy bar?
Yeah, the whammy bar. What does that do?
This is probably going to fade out, but okay. I have my bar on this. This guitar has a Floyd Rose tremolo on it. So you can do different things like a dive bomb. This is a dive bomb. Okay. You can pull up on it with a harmonic. You can, now with a Floyd Rose, this is a floating tremolo. Your guitar, it has to float to do this, but you can do a flutter. This is a flutter. Hold on. I can do it here. That was a flutter. Yeah, I see my headphone cord is dangling on my string. That's why it's not working. But that's basically what a whammy bar does. It's you can raise and lower octaves. You know, like I can. This is one note. Like I could go. You know, you can change the octave on the string without actually changing the fret.
Okay.
Mostly people like to dive bomb on them and kind of Wang Chung it.
Okay. All right. John Rendell says, "I got a uke and a very old mandolin."
I always wanted to
And-
mess with the mandolin too.
Legata says, "With an accent on the U."
Yeah, the record company did that when they sent us the template for the cover. They did that, and we were so impressed that we had a barcode on the back. So we felt like really cool because we had a line over the U and we had a barcode on the back.
Ah.
But yeah. I think it became the thing of it was the drummer was a big fan of Motley Crue. I'm not myself, but they had the umlaut, and
Yeah,
Motorhead had the umlaut, so
yeah.
we did that slash, I guess, or something.
Gotcha.
I don't know. Yeah.
Gray Saley says Fett needs a banjo to play in Raymond's West Virginia pod band. Yeah.
I do want a banjo. I always wanted a 5-string banjo. I'm not saying I would be good at it, but I'd like a banjo. Maybe one day.
Yeah. Phantom Outsider is here. And
Hey, Phantom Outsider.
He's saying, what about banjos? They are much harder to learn than guitars, or so I've heard.
Well, see, I think it's going to go back to like I was saying too. I think playing Ibanez is going to screw me on that because the neck on the banjo is really skinny.
Ah,
So, and I'm used to having a lot of room with jumbo frets. So I probably couldn't play the banjo at this point, to be honest.
okay. Let's see. Carla says, you're not speaking English anymore, Fett.
Do I ever?
That's true. John says, first LP was a cheapie. Second, built from a used Nameless. And third is my baby, the Epi Black Beauty. Best playing LP I ever had.
I thought that was an Epiphone. The headstock on an Epiphone is a little different than a Gibson.
Which one is that? Which one of the one is your one?
Okay, the two black Les Pauls.
Yeah.
The one on the left is the Gibson, and the one on the right is the Epiphone. I can tell by the headstocks. See how they're different? The Gibson has the book. I think they call it a bookend headstock, and then the Epiphone is slightly more rounded.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
I don't know much about Gibsons. I've never a fan. I played Gibsons, and I don't know. I just never got it. I appreciate Gibson because I love super strats. So basically, Eddie Van Halen invented the super strat. He took basically the body style of a Stratocaster, which is the gray one on the wall there, but he put in humbucker pickups like in the Gibson.
Okay.
And you kind of got the best of both worlds because then with the Strat body, you got the whammy bar and all of that, but you got the humbuckers like in the Gibson.
Okay.
So that's pretty much all I play are super strats. The funny thing was when I was younger, all I played was my first guitar was shaped like a Gibson Explorer, and then my second guitar was like a half a V, like Randy Rhoads style guitar. Mm-hmm. And I bought my first Stratocaster off my buddy. And I remember when I showed up to my first band practice with that, the one guy in the band just stood there and looked at me and goes, "Whose guitar is that?" I said, "It's mine." No. You play pointing instruments of death. You are not allowed to play that. But I've played super strats ever since. Now, I have a V. Ibanez came out with a V for a limited time in like 2008 or something like that. So I do have one of those, and I do have a Paul Stanley. It's basically like an Iceman shape. That's about it. But see, now the problem with guitars like those, like even with the Les Paul, one of the reasons I don't like them is because they're a neck through guitar. The neck and the body is all one piece, which means that the neck is customarily painted. I don't like that. I prefer a bolt-on neck with a natural finish on the neck. They're faster to me. A lot of times like this, when it's hot and sticky like it is today, the paint gets gooey on the back of the neck and it slows me down. I just don't like it. I like a bolt-on neck. Plus, when the neck is bolted on, it's usually a little thinner where the neck meets the body. So, playing up the top is a little easier, in my opinion.
Okay. Let's see. Carla says, there's a fortune to be made in guitar string. And John says, acoustics are bass, Fender 12-string, Aria Pro 6-string, and the Yamaha 112-string.
POS. I'm not familiar with that model. Yeah, I am. I have a couple POSs myself too. Actually, one of my Ibanez, I think I paid $75 for it. Bought it off a guy at work, and I always wanted a yellow RG550. And instead of buying one, I just thought I'd take this guitar and make it into one. And I painted it yellow, and the paint it was terrible. So it's covered in stickers right now. The funny thing was the RG550 back in the 80s came in 3 colors. It was Road Flare Red, which was pink, Desert Sun Yellow, and Black. And in 2007 was the 20th anniversary. They re-released all three of those guitars, and I had my heart set on buying at least one, if not both, the pink and the yellow.
Mhm.
And that's how I think I showed you the picture of my gem 20th anniversary, the acrylic one that lights up and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Well, my local music store had gotten one of those too, and I never thought I'd be able to afford one, and really I couldn't, but I made it work. But I ended up buying that instead of the yellow and pink 550s. But I did end up getting a black one down the road, so I do. That's what I'm playing today. It's the black 550.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm getting long-winded, but
No worries.
hail, anti-derivative Jill.
Hello, Jill. How are you? Man, you. I'm back. I'm far behind on the comments, and you just saw Jill. Hello, Jill. How are you? Let's see.
John says his Strat is a Mexican Strat. Even my Stratocaster is from Japan. Pretty much every guitar I own is Japanese. Even I have two Fenders; they're both Japanese. My first guitar was a Takamine. That was obviously Japanese.
Mhm.
But now I do have a couple Ibanez that were made in Indonesia.
Okay.
Now, there was a time when Indonesia was a bad word when it came to guitars, but over the last decade or so, Jawa Lumpur is actually making some great. I have an Ibanez Prestige that is almost as good as any one of my Japanese Ibanez guitars.
Nice. So, Ibanez, is that a brand that's made licensed throughout the world? For example,
They're the third largest. Now, I'm not sure of the order, but I think Gibson is the largest, Fender is the second largest, and then Ibanez is the third largest guitar manufacturer on the planet.
Okay. All right.
Now, they're Japanese. That
Mhm.
doesn't sound like it because of the name, but I believe this story was they were originally Hoshino Gaki guitars, and of course that wouldn't sell very well over in this country. So they bought Ibanez. Started out as a sheet music store, I believe, in Mexico, and they bought the sheet music store and used the name, and to this day they use the name Ibanez.
Oh, okay.
So, and that's the way they pronounce it, because everyone always corrects me when I tell them what kind of guitar. No, it's a Ibanez. No, they're Japanese and they pronounce it Ibanez, so it's the Ibanez Guitar Company.
Oh, okay. John Rendell says, now I remember Fett. The first LP is an old Hondo 2 lawsuit model.
Hondo. I had a buddy who had a Hondo. He loved that thing.
Okay. Legatus asks, when people mix and match parts from various guitars, is the end result called a Frankenstein guitar, or is that a big no-no?
I refer to it as that. That comes from Eddie Van Halen's Frankenstrat, really, because everybody's familiar with the red and black guitar, red, black, and white guitar that he kind of cobbled together. So that's where that stems from. I don't think it's a dirty word.
No. Okay. Oh, the bunny explanation is losing bunnies. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I saw one. I think now Snoopy's chasing him. Bolt-on necks can be adjusted easily.
Yes. And one thing that actually Ibanez has over most guitar companies over the last several years, the truss rod cover you don't even have to remove. On a new Ibanez, they invented, it's a little door that just slides open. You don't even have to remove a screw. You just slide the door open, slip the truss rod, the Allen wrench in there, adjust it, slide the door shut.
Okay. Let's see. The purple bass on the right became the next source for the Harvey Cthulhu bass. Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I wonder if Doomcock's ever going to play that thing.
Yeah.
He's been
Right.
busy. He's been very
Yeah.
busy.
Oh, no. No screw? Awesome.
Nope, with Ibanez, you are not screwed.
Oh,
Yeah, there's even like a little slot in it that you can stick a coin in there to slide it over. Yeah, pretty cool.
Huh. Oh, dear, oh, dear. All this talk about guitars makes me want to break out my surprise, but I'm not ready. You'll see it on Just Cuz. The suspense will kill. The suspense will be well deserved. Sorry, Franken X. Yep.
Raymond's going to be able to play Snort's theme on his own.
Yeah.
No pudgy required anymore.
Ah, yes. I have chased so many lost screws from guitars.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, let's see. All right. Well, thanks for sharing this, John. That's a nice setup. I don't see it. Okay, is the gray? No, the gray's the
Stratocaster.
That's a Shadowcaster. Okay, so he doesn't have any basses out here on his.
Yeah, there's basses. Yeah, there's basses on the right there.
Okay.
And he has an acoustic bass front left.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see that one. I see that one on the front left. The others are kind of hidden under the light. Did Sandra hide the drumsticks again? No, I've got them right here. I got them right here, but this is Fett's playing, so.
But Legatus, if you cause any trouble, he's fully prepared to throw them at you.
Aw. Oh, that is so nice, illegally. Fett, you definitely found your tribe.
I absolutely did. Team Dolphin all the way.
Team Dolphin all the way, yes. Yes. I saw you wanting a wrench back there. We'll have to discuss this illegally. Oh, she's got a guitar. Wonder what that one is. Well, can't really see it.
She plays guitar. I remember one time she had asked me to give her a guitar lesson, and I tried to teach her the Z chord. There's no such thing as a Z chord. Boy, did she get mad at me. I drew this diagram, and she couldn't. She worked on it, and she couldn't get it. And she's like, I can't do it.
Because it doesn't exist. I lied.
It exists. I invented it.
True.
It's just impossible to play.
Oh, okay.
Especially for a beginner.
Ah. Cool.
Yes. Yes. Hey, I've always been the evil genius.
Yes, he has.
I've always been a prick.
Yes, he has. And I named him the name. I named him the evil. I take credit for calling him the evil.
Well, evil genius. She can take credit for calling me the prick.
Yeah, but he's the evil genius. I took credit for that. You want to? We got about 15 minutes before show notes, and so you want to try play some more riffs?
Sure. I think she might get a kick out of this too. I'll see if I can play. If anybody, I'm gonna do this while changing my settings too. If anybody is familiar with any of my videos on YouTube, the song at the end, usually at the end of the video, was actually one of my band's songs, a song that I wrote called "Stand and Fight." So maybe I'll whip that out a little bit here. Now,
Phantom Outsider says, "Don't you need like 4 hands to play a Z chord?"
She didn't know that at the time though, and I didn't tell her. I just like picking on her. That's pretty much the song that ends most of my videos.
Nice.
But yeah, so for the record, that's actually Fett playing guitar.
All right.
I am not older. That is a lie.
Snort says polar bears can play them. The Z chord.
You know, I'm not the only one that was a prick, by the way. I remember back in school, I used to wear every night. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. But I had this pair of painter's pants. Okay, and you know how they have the loops on them for like the brush or like a hammer or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Well, there was one on the rear end too. And I can remember going up the steps, and somebody getting behind me and always yanking that loop on the back of my rear end when I was going up the steps.
I wonder who.
Let's just say that person is illegally blonde.
Hey, but she's at least saying she could listen to you play all day.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Even though, like I said, I'm sucking right now. I haven't had time to practice. But maybe I'll play. I've one of my influences was George Lynch. If anybody's familiar, Dokken. Maybe I'll play a little Dokken.
Okay.
Better nip it there, but yeah.
Nice.
Little Dokken. Rocking my Dokken.
Yes, nice. Listen to Fett play all day, but Fett is usually asleep playing the Z chords.
Well, not the last 2 days, though. Not the last 2 days. But I'll probably sleep most of the weekend. I know. I'm going to crash later. I know it.
Yeah. Fett can be the guitar prick, but not the prick. That was a title bestowed on one of my characters and forgotten. Not in a nice way either. Nice.
Well, I don't think illegally blonde meant it in a nice way either. Anyway, sorry. Dr. Fetgood.
Dr. Fetgood prescribes 10 cc's of rock and 2 milligrams of roll. Nice.
I don't know if I know any Motley Crue. I used to. Honestly, I liked, back in the 80s, I liked their first 2 albums. But after that, I don't know. I've always said, to me, Motley Crue is the biggest poser band that ever existed because you don't know who the real Motley Crue is. They just changed with the times. Now, the first 2 albums I loved because they were like, you know, Shout at the Devil. You know, they were metal. You know, like, but that was what was in at the time. And then when glam took over and Poison and Bon Jovi and all those bands became big, then you got Theater of Pain, with, you know, Home Sweet Home and stuff. Then when Guns N' Roses got popular, you got Girls, 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 and they're at strip clubs. And so you don't know what the real Motley Crue is. But I think I might remember Shout at the Devil. Hold on.
How are you with Danzig?
Danzig?
Yeah.
I think that was Mother, right? Sounded like it.
Oh, yes, that was Mother. I was accompanying in the mute with my drums. Awesome. Danzig rules.
Yeah, I like Danzig.
Yeah. What's this? Pudgy loads and fire Miss Ninja Bunnies at Roadwork Crew in front of Fett's house. They eat their lunch.
Yeah.
Let's see. Illegally asks, do you remember that song, Just a Little Love, you guys wrote? Play that sweetness for them.
Hold on. You know, I think I do remember that. It's funny she does. Hold on. Just a little love. Nope. Even almost remembered the solo. Holy crap! I'm surprised you remember that.
Wow.
That was
Awesome.
we never even recorded that.
Not well. Maybe you should remedy that.
Yeah, there was a lot of songs that I wish we would have recorded, but we never did.
She says, "Told you, so sweet." Motley Crue are musical shapeshifters. They may be scrolls. Who can say? Oh, you may be right.
I might remember
Maybe
Shout at the Devil. I'm not sure. Hold on. Something like that. I think that was Shout at the Devil.
Nice. Phantom Outsider says, even though Fet for Hire is an evil genius, illegally blonde might be a bit of a stalker. Nah, she's a fan.
She just likes picking on me.
Hey, maybe illegally you got to join the pod. I'm sure Fet can figure a proper spot in the kitty table.
Oh, I would gladly put her at the kitty table. Yeah, she should join us. You should join us some Saturday.
Yeah, join us at the kitty table. Yeah,
Well,
we
not
have fun.
but yeah, just hang out with us. Shoot the stuff, as they say.
Yes, the eclairs are fresh. Let's see.
Carla says, "Wow, Fed is old." I am not old, damn it. I'm kind of old.
Oh, hey, you're still a kid.
I'm a kid at heart.
Yeah, that's true. John Rendell says, "Did I mention I'm loving this? Because I is. Yes.
Hey, how many grown adults have a YouTube channel that has a playlist called Dick Pics?
True. Let's see. Cobalt says, "Shout at the devil, aka shout at Comcast." Yeah. All right. Yeah. A couple more regales, and then we got to start wrapping this up. As much as I hate to, but we both got. We work during the day, Cobalt. I mean, Fet. We work during the day.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm glad to have today off. It's just nice. I needed it.
Yeah, good. Now get some sleep after the water people.
I won't. I'm not. 'Cause I'm already like all psyched up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I won't be laying down anytime soon.
Well, we had fun though. This was fun.
Absolutely, I needed this.
Yeah. All right. Oh, I needed it too. I will tell you that right now. After the week I've had, yeah. Go ahead. Couple more tunes.
All right. Let's see. See if you know this one. Yep. I see it in the chat. They got it.
Yep.
So I can't be sucking too bad.
No.
Let's see if I can do this one. AC/DC.
Back
John
in
grabs-
black.
John grabs bass to join in. Hi. Oh, what? You know what? I haven't played any Megadeth yet. So-
Cobalt says you shook Pudgy all night long.
Oh no. Well, at least it wasn't Mirror Pudgy.
Yeah, that's true.
Screwed it up there a little bit. Totally forgot how to play it. There we go. How great is that? I decide to really start sucking when I'm trying to play Megadeth. I quit. I give up the evil genius moniker.
Nah. Lenrod asks, what amp rig are you using? It sounds Fabu.
Oh, I'm just using it's just an Ibanez Tone Blaster. It's just like a little 20-watt dinky little thing. It's got what's called an X mode on it, which gives me the boost. Because if I take the boost off, this is with boost, which I get a little buzzing because these are pretty hot pickups, but this is with the boost. Here it is without the boost. With the boost. Has a clean channel. So, yeah, that's all I'm using. You know, when I bought this amp, because I have, I'm actually looking at, I have a Laney half stack sitting right in front of me, which is like 500 watt, ridiculous, 4 glow tubes. It would just blow this stream right off the map. So when I wanted to get, because I used to play through a little Marshall Lead 20, which I always hated it. It needed all kind of overdrives and distortion and everything. I hated it. And the day that I went to just get another little amp that I could lug around, I tried Marshalls, I tried Line 6s. I did not want an Ibanez because it feels like when you want to buy a setup for a little kid or something, you usually get what's called a jam pack, and it come with a, you know, like an Ibanez guitar, Ibanez amp, Ibanez guitar picks. I didn't want my amp to match my guitar, but this is where I am. It sounded the best. I like the sound of it, so that's what I'm using. I'm using a monster cable with gold-plated ends. I don't know if they say it makes a difference, but I don't know. I like the sound of it. Sounds pretty good.
Okay. Illegally Blonde says she loves how clean that sounds.
Well, actually, that was not even. Now the clean sound actually sounds even better when I use the neck pickup. See, it's like more full. Sounds a little more full when I use the neck pickup. Little Skid Row 18 in life.
Yeah. I got the feeling you could play Simple Man by Skinner.
I don't know that.
Oh.
I play by ear. I honestly, I don't even read music.
Okay.
My mom played the piano and she tried to teach me, but I'm stubborn. I just played everything by ear. I always played everything by ear.
Ah, okay. Cool.
But I could probably figure it out. I don't know much by Skinner. I always tried to get into Skinner. I like their sound, but I don't know.
The only song I really like from Skinner is Simple Man. For some reason, that's the only one I'll really listen to.
Well, see, I think my mistake always was you know, I guess one of their biggest songs was always Freebird, right?
Yeah.
And I love it for like the first 10 minutes. And then
Yeah.
you know, it's like you should have ended it
Uh-huh.
long ago. But
Yeah.
that's like I always said about the Doors. I was just talking to somebody on Twitter about that. Like, I like Jim Morrison's voice, but I hate the organ. I cannot stand the organ.
Oh.
It drives me insane. It drives me insane. I can't listen for more than a couple seconds of it. I get it. It was in at the time, but oh my God. Get rid of the organ and I would like the Doors.
Oh, okay. John says Simple Man always brings the tears. Well, not to that point, but I enjoy the song. All right. Fett, as always, it's always a pleasure to have you on, just chatting and jamming with you. And of course, when you're on, just because
Things go south.
Things go south, yes. So it's time for. We still need to get the Flash Gordon show notes.
Yes, I've got to figure out how to do that.
I'm sure you could. I'm sure you've got a way.
Yeah, I can. Like I said, I've had so much on my plate recently.
I understand.
I
I understand. All right. So now it's.
It's time for show notes. It's time for show notes. It's time for show notes. With Mr. Raymond and Sandra too. It's time for show notes. Dun.
Illegally Blonde. There, your first experience. Well, no, you've seen it before, but yes, there is show notes. And John Rendell wants to know if you could play show notes.
I can make it the metal version. I already turned my amp off, but
Okay.
I don't know, something like that. That's how I hear it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Show notes. All right, where is it? Okay. Now that I'm back and things are getting somewhat to normal. Yeah, right. We've got this Saturday will be our usual just cause where everything can happen and usually does. And I'll have my big unboxing this weekend. So look forward to that. A week from today, we've got author Callie Main. We'll talk about her book. We're going to have to talk about the theme for the 8th. You know, the second Saturday is always a theme show. So we got to figure out a theme for this coming. So let's talk about it this weekend. See what the theme for the next show is. On the 12th, we're going to have another author, Bob O'Connor. He does historical books. On the 19th, one word, Blood Feud. The release of Blood Feud will be.
The goddess says it's about time.
Yes, he does. Well, yeah. On the 22nd, we'll have Just Cause. We'll be doing a Comic-Con, so hopefully we'll have some videos and photos for it to share on Just Cause.
Nice.
And we've got on the 26th, we'll have a flight attendant. Her name is Erin, and we'll talk about the life of a flight attendant. And every Saturday, we will have Just Cause, and it will be a great time. And guys, on a personal note, I'd like to thank you for understanding that that I had to shut things down early on Saturday, and I really appreciate the support and love that you all gave me, and thank you all very much. I love you all. You guys are the best.
We love you, Raymond. You and Sandra, man. We're here for both.
Thank you. Grace Haley says, if you don't release until the 19th, you won't have copies for Comic-Con on the 22nd. We're working on that. Fett is wrapping up the cover, and hopefully if we can get it the cover done by the end of the weekend, I hope. Hopefully we'll get copies by then.
Yeah, I'm holding everything up now, the goddess. Sorry.
Yeah, I know it's 2 weeks to print. But yeah, we're working. As always in the pod. We work great under pressure.
Indeed. I know no other way.
Yeah, that's true. Every Saturday is just cause, except when it's a Sunday just cause. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Grace Saley. Thank you. Legata says, hey, we need Fett to create a special Just Cause screen for the Sunday Just Cause.
Yeah, it's true. I do.
Yeah. Let's see.
Sunday.
Sunday. Oh, wonderful. They're really dragging out those 2-week lead times for print. Well, we'll see what happens. Snorter Pooper says, take care of your human, dolphin, doggo, Dalek, hedgehog, eagle, ferret, porter tat, bunny, field mouse, and caterpillar. Oh, I said that all with no breath. Okay. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. And thank you, Jill. Thank you very much. And Lenrod says, are we not the pod? Of course we are. We're the greatest pod in YouTube.
We are the pod.
Yes, exactly. All right, so let me say goodnight to and thank you for everybody who has come here. I do say it to individually. We will start with thank you, Deef. Hail, Deef. Grace Saley, it's always a pleasure when you're here. And she says, Sunday. Ooh, Sunday.
Ooh.
And John says, pudgy them. Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
It will be done.
Yes. Oh, and the idea is stewing in my head. We'll talk about it in the back room. Yes. Cobalt says, thank you for the fun show. Pudgy says, thank you, but he's currently stuck in a tree. That's what he gets with those catapults. That's what he gets for fooling around with those catapults. We got to have a safety warning. Let's see. Okay, where was I? Yes. Okay, so we had Deef. We had the wonderful Grace Ailey K. Illegally Blonde was here. Thank you for being here. Jack Lumen. Huh? Yeah.
She called me a prick.
Yes, she did. You'll have to figure out what to call her.
I'm going to teach her another Z chord.
Ooh, nice. We had Jacqueline. We had Carla Burton. Thank you, dear. You are wonderful. We had the awesome Phantom Outsider. And now Team Wrench. We had... Oh, and I forgot. Cobalt Eagle was here. Yes.
And Mirror Pudgy made an appearance.
Yes, and Mirror Pudgy made an appearance. We have, and of course now, Team King Dolphin TV. My producer, my other half, my wife, my muse, Sandra. Thank you, honey. Always glad to have you here. You're my rock. And hail Queen Dolphin. Yep. Wendy Webb, thank you very much for popping on by. I imagine you still had to work, so it was great to have you here. Anti-Derivative Jill, thank you for being here. Hope you enjoyed the music and the fun with Fett. I like that. Fun
with Fett. That's cool.
Fun with Fett, yeah. Dalek 451 was here. Hail, Dalek 451. Exterminate. We had Fez, John Rendell. We had the first one, the last out, Legatus Legionai.
The troublemaker, the instigator.
Yes, the instigator, the troublemaker. Lenrod. Awesome.
Brother Lenrod.
Yes, Brother Lenrod. We got to get the two of you together. And maybe John. I don't know how StreamYard would work with that, but we'll have to try and figure it out.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. Legata says, who, me? Yeah, you.
Yes, you.
Yes, you. Pudgy Hedgehog, hail and get down from that tree and make sure you safe the catapult. And we had the instigator of the creator of the kitty table, Tim the Enchanter. Always glad to have you here. And of course, himself. Slaughter Poopas! Super! Slaughter Poopas! Joeburr.com.
And Sniffle.
And Sniffle. Yes, Sniffle. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I wonder if how you can make your guitars do the scream. Oh, that works. That works. That works. All right, guys, it was great. Fett, you're amazing. As always, it's great to have you here.
Great to be here.
And hope to see you Saturday. Because I want the opinion of the retail therapy.
You'll get it.
All right. So, guys, you have yourself a wonderful evening.
Hold up a second, Raymond.
Yes.
Can I play one more thing on the way out?
Please do.
Okay.
I was thinking about doing it anyway, so go ahead.
All right. Here you go, Legatus. Here's a little Take It Sleazy for you. There you go, buddy. Live version.
Awesome. Totally awesome. Okay, guys, you have a great evening. Have a safe rest of the week, and I expect to see all of you on Just Cuz on Saturday. Just Cuz.
Saturday.
Saturday. Good night, all.
Good night, everyone.